Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. At the tower again, White Tower, and I was here the other day, and there's a different guard on display now. They've got their Busbies on. The ones that came the other day, they only had the white helmet things on. What we're looking at now is Tower Green and the site of the scaffold. Going to go towards the Beauchamp Tower. I think it's quite busy in there. It's usually quite busy in the Beauchamp Tower, but the main thing is the graffiti that I want to show you in the Beauchamp Tower. Just pointing you at the floor a minute because there's a lot of kids around. Here's the site of the scaffold, which we'll see. Beauchamp Tower is usually one of the most busy locations, and it's very busy at the moment, so what I'll do instead is the Princes in the Tower. Tower Raven here, so there's a couple of them. They're on their perches. I can get here. Let's see. That's the Queen's house you're looking at. You go through there to get to the prison where a lot of the state prisoners were held, Anne Boleyn and people like that, Thomas More, believed to have been held there. Seems to have quietened down a bit now, so Beauchamp Tower it is. I'll show you the scaffold site while it's empty. It's the site of the scaffold. Robert Devereux, Earl of Essex, that was one of Queen Elizabeth I's favourites. Broke her heart to have to sign the warrant to have him executed. Lady Jane Grey, the 9 Days Queen. That's I did a piece on her the other day. Walking in the footsteps off. Unfortunately, it was a pretty grim one, but yeah, it was. Jane Rochford. Jane Boleyn, Viscountess Rochford. She was, there you've got Catherine Howard there, look, Queen Catherine Howard. Jane Boleyn, Viscountess Rochford, who helped bring Catherine Howard's lovers in and stuff. Oh, this was cruel, this one, look. Margaret Pole, Countess of Salisbury, or Old Lady Salisbury, as she was known, was godmother to King Henry VIII. And to get back at her son, who was in Rome, Cardinal Pole, who he couldn't get to, he got to the mother instead, and the brother, and a young nephew, and none of them came out here alive. But Margaret Pole, I mean, her death was absolutely brutal, really horrible, really brutal. The executioner, who was a young stand-in on the day, had to basically chase the poor old lady around the block and chop her to bits, basically. This is the Beauchamp Tower. This is where the Dudleys were held prisoner. And this is where all the most interesting graffiti is. That's where we're going to go now. One of the Tower Ravens, called Merlina, she's gone now, bless her. So I think she flew away and she's believed to be dead. But Merlina, she used to always be in those bushes there, and she was really nice. And you've got inscriptions down here already.
Yeah.
I'm my recording quality is much better in here now. Sorry. These old winding stairs, particularly in castles, they made each stone step a different height, so it would be easy to trip people up when they were trying to invade. And most people being right-handed, this thing here is so when you storm up the stairs with a sword, you can't strike because of that thing. Thomas Peveril. I did tell you this is where the most impressive stuff is in here, and it is. William Beveridge, 1562. A lot of these people were imprisoned in the reign of Queen Mary, Bloody Mary, her brother King Edward before her, and then Queen Elizabeth after. William Tyrrell. Oh, a Henry VIII prisoner. Not many of those got out alive, Henry VIII's prisoners, unfortunately. So, and the most impressive one, I think, is what we'll be seeing in a minute. The Dudleys, that is. Not than the this is the one I'm on about, look. That's the Dudley's coat of arms with the bear and ragged staff. Oh, that's better. John Dudley. Robert Bainbridge. Most of them are in Latin, so you've got the translation there. The Dudleys were imprisoned in the reign of Queen Mary, Bloody Mary. Quite a few of them didn't get out. But Robert Dudley would later become Queen Elizabeth I's favourite. He was imprisoned here in this room. He saw his brother and his father go to their deaths. And later on he'd become the favourite of Queen Elizabeth. When she was prisoner here as well at the same time of him, that's believed that's when their real friendship was formed. Some say that they were lovers, but that's their business, isn't it, I suppose? More impressive graffiti up here. That's better. Edmund Paul That's the one I was on about. It was Cardinal Pole's brother. I believe. I could be wrong with that one. I'll have to double check that one. I'm not sure if he was imprisoned in this bit, but I do know that Lady Margaret Pole, her son and grandson, are all imprisoned in the Tower. Because Henry VIII wanted to get Cardinal Pole, who was in Rome, and couldn't get to him, so he got to the family instead. He was nice like that, Henry VIII, you see. Thomas Clark, Thomas Fowle, Richard Odd. Until I got this phone, I've never really been able to capture these with the smartphone and the other iPhone, really, because the dark now it's dark and. Some say that Jane Grey's husband, Guildford Dudley, carved her name in here because she was imprisoned in the Queen's house or the Governor's house, being such a very important state prisoner. But he was her husband, forced marriage, I might add. But she watched him go to his death and then saw the cart come back with his body and head in it and whatnot, and then she went to her death just after. But he was executed on Tower Green, outside the Tower, and she was executed on Tower Hill. Sorry, opposite way round. He was executed Tower Hill outside, she was executed on Tower Green inside. That's absolutely amazing. And they did these with penknives and bits of bone and nails and things. This is another one of my favourite ones, this. This one.
C'est le corridor des archers. Ah, il dessinait comme ça.
Thomas Abel, and it's got an A and a bell. I like that one. See, it's absolutely everywhere, the graffiti. didn't have spray cans in those days, so they had to get a bit more artistic. This is the bits I always want to go to where you're not allowed. So, sorry. Thank you. Sorry. Right, I hope you all found that interesting. That's one of my favourite parts of the tower. The graffiti in there is obviously amazing, so anyone that likes history would have found that interesting. Take care all and see you soon.